Good morning. We got a fun one today. We get some NBA overs and unders. We've got some Top Shot stuff. We even have some candy stuff. Let's go.
Well, the Top Shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake So Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball. We got legs and a guy in a bear suit. We're making money up YouTube clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to grow. AFC's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. Even Washington thinks the game live, so can play. Why are you selling so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends, fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. This is the financial advice.
Good morning. Welcome back to the morning show. Appreciate everyone being here. I had an in real life event last night. The microphone died. My voice feels terrible. I don't know if it sounds as bad as it feels or if it sounds worse than I don't know, whatever the phrase is. It sucks. But I'm excited to be back. We got some fun stuff. Who do we got? We got Devlar in the house. We the people still crushing it. Plitcherman's here. K Dunn, Jay Blaze, Rowdy Rod Stubbs, Mac Attack, Borland's here. Ryan, Jump Shoot, Blaze, Jimmy P. Look at Jimmy Peacock just crushing from Top Shot Kingdom. Shout out Chewy. Roy's here, the Top Shot Common Man, Waterfall Productions, Airplane Mode, JJL, Eagle Putt. Eagle Putt, who's going to be cooking with Cade, baby. Congrats on that big dub, Eagle Putt. Tommy Welch is here. Borland in the house. We got Garen, Daniel, Carlo, Jen, who I still have to send you that gift from yesterday, but I did not forget. Brent's here. Billy Jackson, BD, Kunk City, Recruiting G. Shout out to the Twitch stream. There we go. Y'all can come scream in the chat over here. Is that Borland? We got Big Ticket within the house. We got Getty, Snoopaloop, Ransom Reed, Bow Divine. Guys, it's good to be back. I'm glad you're all here. Make sure you like the stream. Follow all the links in the show notes. Join the Discord. Do all the things. It's good to be back, though. I think what we're going to do today we have a busy-ass day. We got a busy-ass day. So we have this show right now. I think we're going to have a football show at noon. I'm going to be jumping on a stream with Judge at 3 to do some of that Super Draft Sim contest shit. And then we'll have tonight Shot Tank will be returned. It'll be all here. Regular said I sound like Gilbert Godfrey. That doesn't sound like Gilbert Godfrey at all, but RIP. Your voice sounds like your beard looks, which is hot as hell. Is that what you're saying, Ronnie Run? F and Nico's here. We love to see it. And Ryan, good to see you. So this is what we're going to do. Hey, real quick, I'm going to shout out Candy for a second because Judge hit 62 last night, right? So congrats to Aaron Judge. If you're in the candy streets or you're trying to get in the candy streets, they will be doing their play of the day. I imagine today, right? It's going to be Judge number 62. That's a $15. That drops at 12 Eastern. There's a link. If you're new to candy, there's a link in our show notes that will take you right there to sign up if that's the thing you want to do. But it's totally not financial advice, totally up to you, blah, blah, blah. But I know our man G-Dunn was pretty excited. He texted me in the middle of the night being like, you got to pump that shit, baby, Judge. So shout out G-Dunn. But yeah, so take a look at Candy, the play of the day. If you are a Yankee fan, a home run fan, a Judge fan, you go snag that 50. I actually will be getting in line for that one. Those are the ones that I've been doing. Is just getting in there for like the big milestone ones like Pujols and Cabrera and stuff like that. So real fun stuff. All right. So we're going to spend some time. Listen, you're not technically doing NBA content if you don't do overs and unders at the beginning of the season. I had to not listen to Zach Lowe's podcast yesterday. I had to skip the No Dunks podcast on Monday. So that way I didn't have all of their information in my head because I know they've just been doing overs and unders. I think No Dunks actually right after this show ends over at 10 o'clock on the No Dunks channel. I think they're doing the Western Conference today, maybe. I forget which one they did on Monday because I didn't listen to it because I didn't want to be, I'm very impressionable, so I didn't want to be toast because of that. So we're going to do that. I wanted to talk about Top Shot just for a second. I felt lucky. I felt blessed to be off the internet last night for the most of the night because I was doing the In Real Life show. I know Watch Your Work was live, so if you missed that, go check that out. Kevin and Kelsey returned. They talked a little bit about just some of the stuff that was going on. I'm not going to dive into it too much. Normally, you know me, I like to break down some tweets. I'm not going to do that. I think I don't think it's useful. I don't think it's beneficial. I hope people are taking care of themselves and getting the help that they need. And looking forward to Series 4 whenever that happens. I don't know if there's anything else we need to say about that. Originally, I had something planned. I had spent a little bit of time last night writing a little something, but I don't even think it's useful anymore. And we just wait and see. We just wait and see. I ask, if you're out there on Twitter, maybe take a break from tagging people. I don't know. Talk to yourself instead. I don't think anybody. There was only a couple of people that stepped out of line from what I saw, but I don't know. There's some stuff's going on over there, and I just hope they're taking care of themselves because I feel like multiple times now we're seeing that. So I don't know. Is Team Holden? Yeah. All right. I will make fun of that. K Dunn. I will make fun of that. K Dunn said, "Is Team Holden moving to Reddit too?" I thought that was one of the more interesting choices. Was like, dude, Twitter Spaces don't seem to be connecting with people. Not everyone's in Discord. What if we take this over to Reddit? That's where all of the good combos happen, is Reddit. You know what? Reddit's not working out. 4chan. What if we go over to 4chan? I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny that that's where the comms are going. Listen, guys, we've preached one thing for like a long period of time, right? One thing for look at K Dunn and I both making the same joke at the same time. Let's go, baby. Truth Social, there you go. Can you use karma points? Yeah. Listen, we've been saying the same thing for quite a bit of time, right? Well, shore up that infrastructure, everything else will fall into place. And if you don't, everything will fall down to the ground. I've said that for a while, and that's not just Top Shot, right? That is just anything, just absolutely anything. That's the most important core. If you don't have the strong backbone, everything else is gonna fall. And you see that everywhere, right? You can't blame, you can't blame teachers when you get a bad principal. You can't blame, you can, but it's not useful, right? Like it starts from the top, and that's not even just the top of Top Shot. That's the top, it's all the way at the top. It's all the way at the top. But all I will say is we are now, like yesterday, we were 2 weeks before the NBA season started. Today, we are less than 2 weeks. And I am excited for basketball. Real quick, I know everybody saw could Top Shot be losing the NBA license? No, I don't think so. I'm not like that kind of panic button. Again, it's a weird place to really believe in something long term and think it makes a lot of sense. But in the short term, just be like, yeah, I'm not going to be out there. Like, I know Watch Your Work brought this up last night. I promise. I gave myself a 12-minute window, and then I'm done talking about this. But and I've got 4 minutes left. Like the Watch Your Work in her bag drop. And like, I'm not even stoked about that. I'm not stoked to buy a legendary W moment right now, mainly because I'm not stoked to buy anything. But it's October 5th. The season ended what? The season ended a month ago. I don't know. Feels like it would make sense for those to come out. Maybe their move is to start the NBA season with some WNBA moments. I don't know. But if I was a WNBA fan, and I am a WNBA fan, but if I was excited for this drop, I'd be like, hey, where's that going? But anyways, I hope they right the ship. I'm looking forward to them figuring out what the hell is going on. And then we'll go from there, and we hope they figure it out. But I got to tell you, it's not fun. It's not fun seeing people lose their shit on Twitter, both for like you psychos, but also for people that work there. You don't like seeing that. And that clearly seemed like was going through it, was going through the feels. And I don't think I feel some people were messaging me being like, "Oh, is that about you?" And I was like, "I don't think that. Like, if it is, I mean, we're even more fucked than we thought we were. I would imagine it has something to do with AG. Would be my guess. Anyways, I think we're there. I don't think we do anything else we need to hit on that. I don't think there's anything else we need to dive into around that. I'm more excited to talk some hoops. For those Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson. Also, you know what's so funny, man? Freaking everybody will always be like, dude, the smartest fans in the world are NBA fans. Those are the smartest fans in the world. They're just savvy. They eat up every little thing. And then you know what was trending last night? Ho You Fat. People were losing their mind over this person's last name. Person's last name's Ho You Fat. Everyone was like, oh my God. Like that's what. So I don't know. It was a good reminder that we're also stupid. But yeah, Wet Like a Book says who lost their shit. So vague. I do just, scroll around on Twitter, scroll around in the Discord. I don't really want to dive into it too much. People will tell you. People will tell you in the chat. But anyways, last night's game, dude, Wembanyama looks incredible. Scoot Henderson looks incredible. There are going to be a handful of teams that try to lose every damn game this season, which was kind of funny to pivot into overs and unders because, whoo, that was crazy. I mean, Wembanyama looks like someone you created in a video game. Like before there were limits in how good you could make somebody. Remember like the early days of a video game where you could just be like, you'd be like, hey, he's going to be 7'4". He hit 7 threes last night and 5 blocks. I will say I saw someone being like, that's only happened one time in NBA history. Well, right. But he wasn't playing an NBA game. So like, can we not compare it to what's happened in NBA history? But yeah, it was like before you could put, he's 7'4", he shoots threes. He's got like, I don't know. He's just got everything. He looks so good. He looks like a can't miss prospect. And even Scoot Henderson came out there and balled too. It's going to be fun as we get towards the end of the season to see how people are jockeying for position for draft. And I mean, we also have to remember too, because they're going to be like, tanking for Vic and tanking for Scoot, but they flattened the odds, right? So it's no longer, you no longer have like an 80% shot at the first pick if you lose all your games. Now it's like pretty flat. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, Garrett says so many teams are going to be tanking. One of them is going to end up in the playing game. And true. Like it will be really interesting to see people make some moves. But are you guys ready? You guys ready to do some over and unders? I use the Vegas Insider site to just get these lines. So in case anything shifted, blame them. Also, we the people saying Zion finally hit the floor and looked good for a preseason game. Yeah, Zion did look good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go division by division. I'm going to start over. I think they're at the Atlantic. I forget everybody's names. Yeah, the Celtics are in the Atlantic division. I'm going to work my way down from top to bottom of the rankings. And then we're just going to do overs and unders and let me know what you guys are thinking in the chat too. Cause I'm curious. So the first one, the highest over under in the Atlantic division is the Celtics, and the Celtics are at 53.5. And that feels like a ton of games. Celtics winning 54 games feels like a ton, considering they don't have Robert Williams till Christmas. They don't, at least Christmas, right? The coach thing is weird. Like, who knows what the vibes are? Are they vintage? Are they good? Like, what are the vibes? I'm like pretty nervous to select them, which is kind of weird because I don't think this like hurts their playoff like chances. I still think they're going to be a formidable playoff team, but I don't know if they are winning like 55 plus games. If they had Robert Williams at the beginning, if they didn't have all of this shit happening, I probably would have been like, dude, they might win 60. But I think with the East being as tough as they are, and that'll probably be repetitive, but with the East being as tough as they are, I just think it's a little scary to say that they're going to win 54 games. But who knows? I mean, you think about what Boston did last year. They started, what were they like through 30 games? I think they were 500, right? It might have even been more games than that. I can't remember. And then they just went ham. So I don't know. Maybe they still bring that same defensive energy. Maybe everyone's giving Tatum some MVP buzz right now. So I don't know. Sneeps says over. They're going 74-8. All right. All right, Sneeps. I'm going to say under on the Celtics at 53.5. The next team up, the 76ers, 50.5. This is wild. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over on the 76ers. That's where I'm planting my flag. I said this the other day. That is my flag plant is that the Sixers are. I want to say that they're one in the East, but I think the Sixers are going over. Again, you just that five of Embiid, Harden, PJ Tucker, Maxey, and Tobias Harris. That's like a good five. That's a really good five. So I'm taking the over on that. Again, like, and it's too hard. I'm not going to project injuries, right? Because I think that's exactly. So Jump Shoot was like, so Harden and Embiid have to both stay healthy. Yeah, I'm going to assume these teams are healthy. I'm not going to bake in injuries. I'm going to assume they're healthy. And if they're wrong, if they're not healthy, then we're wrong. But I'm taking the over there. I think they're going to win a ton of regular season games. And again, this is regular season. That does not mean Doc Rivers and James Harden are going to go out there and win a championship. I'm just saying in the regular season, I think they are going to win more than 50 games. I think they're going to land at 51. So there we go. That's where I'm at. The Flop Bros. I like that. The Flop Bros is nice. I like that. Hey, just a reminder, like the stream too. Like the stream. All right. Next up, we've got the Brooklyn Nets at 50.5. So Brooklyn and the Sixers are the same number. I want to know what you guys think about the Nets. So the Nets 50.5. Where do you put the Nets? Where do you guys put the Nets with that? Also, good joke by Looking for Food. He says, regular season, Harden. Where are you guys at with the Nets? How do you feel about the Nets? 50.5. Before I give my take on that one, curious how people feel. Over, under, what else? Hit me with it. Hit me with the Brooklyn Nets. That's close. I go slightly over. Yeah, okay. I'm going slightly under, but I honestly, like, if you told me they win 50 or 51, I'd believe both of it. So I'm going under, but I totally get the over. I would not touch this one. So yeah, exactly. Start slow, be around 50. I'm trying to give them, wow, way over. You think way over? Interesting. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt of, like, in the same way that I did Harden and Embiid, that they're going to be healthy. It's easy. But like, what about up here? What about up here? Are they going to be healthy up here? Because if they get off to a slow start, I mean, like, Nash is going to be under the microscope. Every single thing he does. Kyrie's going to start being like, maybe we need Alex Jones to coach the team. Like, there's going to be a lot of weird energy there. So I don't know. I'm punting. I'm just going to say under, but I'm going to stay away from it. I'm going to stay away from the Nets. Next up, the Toronto Raptors at 45.5. Over. Give me the over on 45.5. That's where I'm at. I think that, man, the Raptors are good. What if Scotty Barnes takes a leap in year 2? He was that good in year 1. What if he takes a leap in year 2? They were not healthy the entire season, right? The entire back half of the season, Toronto never had their squad together. Now, all of a sudden, you get Scotty Barnes year 2. You got Pascal Siakam. You've got Freddie Van Fleet. You got Gary Trent Jr. You got OG Anunoby. That's solid. And then you've got Otto Porter Jr., Precious coming off the bench. Chris Bobby Boucher coming off the bench as well. You've got, like, that's a deep squad. And I think to say, like, I think they are just as not just as good, but I don't know. I'm at 45.5. I think they're going over. Give me the over. So that's where I'm going. Sophomore slump is more likely. Jump Shoot. What is the case study of this, of, like, good rookies who have a bad second year? LaMelo? And even LaMelo had, like, a decent, I don't even know, like, who I can't remember how many times where people were, like, awesome in their rookie year and then were terrible. There we go. Tommy G in the house. Let's go. 66 wins for the Raptors. All right, Botavine. That's crazy talk. But I like it. All right. Well, like, I'm book caught up. There we go. Tatum was worse in his second year. That's true. That is true. That's a good one. Tatum was worse in his second year. Kendrick Nunn. Yeah, but Kendrick Nunn wasn't good his first year. How about that? Is Barnes an all-star? I don't know if we're ready to call him an all-star, but maybe. I bet he's in the conversation. But anyways, there we go. That's my take for the Raps. We've got one team left. I don't really know what to do with this because I feel like this number is too low. And let's get a drop ready. Let's get that drop ready.
Regular season, Randall.
So the Knicks are 38.5. And I don't think the Knicks are going to be very good this year, but 38.5. That's really low, right? Also, Eric Fernandez, Michael Carter Williams was not awesome as rookie of the year. He just won rookie of the year because no one was awesome that year. What do you guys think about the Knicks, man? 38.5. Like, that's really low. That is really low. And I wanted to say under, but 38.5 that's low, right? I mean, that's under 500. That's under 500. Do we think the Knicks are going to be under 500? Yeah? 38.5 is the 10th seed? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I guess, are we saying under? Wow, pretty J Bus so far the only one to say over. Yeah, I think we're going under. I think we're going under with the New York Knicks at 38.5. Damn. They get 36, 37. All right, the consensus seem under. That means we're betting on this together. Is everybody you want me to submit a bet slip for Team Home? Everybody send me $100 and then we'll retire when the Knicks go 15 and a million. That's going to be a weird spot. The Knicks still have their first round pick though, right? Or did that go to Utah? I can't remember, but I think it's protected. I can't remember. Man, first 2 months are crucial for the Knicks. Yeah, I totally agree. They have to get off to a good start. I think we're going too far. I think they're going to be a little bit better than we think. And I like making fun of the Knicks. But they're not bad. They shouldn't be bad with the addition of Brunson, right? What's their starting five? Brunson, Randall, Barrett. Who am I missing? Fournier, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they are bad. That's going to be a weird one. Knicks are going to be a weird one. But I would just stay away from it. Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, sorry. I forgot who the big was. Mitch Rob. All right, there we go. Moving on. We're moving on to the next one. Let's go over to the Central, right? Is the Bucks the Central Division? No. Yes, they are. The Bucks are the Central Division. Let's cook with Milwaukee, baby. Yeah, Rhymes has to be starting over Fournier, in my opinion, too. I totally agree. Why are we still starting Fournier? What are we doing? Bucks, 52.5. Over. Give me the over. 50. Dude, the Bucks are going to win a million games. I shared a clip from Giannis yesterday. Man, he's going to win MVP. He's going to be really good. Giannis is going to be very, very good this year. How is that for a hot take? Ooh, Thrillwalkie. I like Thrillwalkie. That's pretty good, Jordan. But yeah, give me the over on Milwaukee. I don't even think you have to explain it. I mean, the only counter is that you're like, maybe they're saving it for the postseason. They're not trying to win all the games. But man, give me the over. Giannis feels angry. They got Middleton healthy. Yeah, Ingles make the Bucks. But Ingles not playing for. What do you mean? No, Ingles. The Bucks are already a contender. Also, Ingles. I don't think is going to be back till after Christmas, right? Like he's still going to be hurt. Love it. So, went to UW Milwaukee. Lived there for a good few years. There you go. But yeah, I like the Bucks over. I don't think you need to break that one down too much. This next one I think is tricky. Cavs 47.5 over. I know Zach Schrock's already in there being like, smash it, smash the over. What do you guys think about Cleveland at 47.5? Because again, like Mobley, I think people were freaked out at the Mobley injury, but he's going to be back in a week or two. So I wouldn't worry about that. But your starting five of Jared Allen, Mobley, Okoro, or our friend Dean Wade, and then Garland and Mitchell. And then you've got Karis LeVert, Kevin Love, Rubio, all those guys coming off the bench. What do you guys think? Ransom Reed saying over. Under. Over. Cleveland might be sneaky good if they can pull it together. Under. Yeah, this is another one I think I would just stay away from, right? This is tricky because if you told me they won 55 games, I'd be like, sure, yeah, I'm in it. But if you also told me they won 40 games, I'm going to say over. Again, I think they're going to be, no disrespect. I like, no disrespect. I think they're going to be a really good regular season team. And then let's see what happens in the playoffs. But a lot of it's going to hinge on, does Mobley take another step? Like if Mobley takes a leap, then yeah, maybe. Maybe they can be a postseason team. But I think they're going to win a bunch of regular season games and then maybe get bounced in the first round. Like I could see them in a 4-5 matchup against like Toronto or Miami. And then like, what are you going to do? Cleveland will be fighting for the Bucks for the best. Into the division, not in the conference, in the division. There we go. So that's Cleveland. I like it. The Bulls, 41.5. This is a bummer. So, like, oh man, they traded 2 first round picks, right? They traded or right 2 first rounds, Wendell Carter and Franz Wagner essentially for Nikola Vucevic. And right now, I think you would just take Wendell Carter straight up over Vucci, man. Oh, Mark, dude, hope you're feeling better, man. Hope you're feeling better. But yeah, like right now, you would probably take Wendell Carter over Nikola Vucevic, let alone it being Wendell Carter and Franz Wagner. They don't have Lonzo till most likely. Like if everything goes great, Lonzo's back in what, January? Um, that's tough, man. That's tough. I'm gonna go. I feel bad for Chicago fans. I think that team should be fun. I mean, you still get DeRozan, Levine, and Vooch, and then you hope. Um, Dude, Stan, look at the numbers. Like seriously, look at the numbers from last year. Let's go. Like, look at what Vooch was doing. Fuck it, we'll do it now, dude. I'll pull up Basketball Reference. Look at what Vooch was doing, and like what they asked him to do. All right, and maybe that was a little blasphemous, a little over the top saying that, but let's actually show it. So Vooch, here we go. Vooch. Wait, this is that's projections. So, oh my God, ads Basketball Reference. Come on, bro. Closing time. All right, here we go. 21-22. So he played 73 games, right? He shot 31% from 3. 31% from 3. The years prior was 38, 40, 40, 30, and then 33, 36, 31. So 31% from 3. Where's his numbers? He was averaging why? Oh, points are all the way to the back. All right, so he was averaging 17 and 9. 17 and 9, so almost a double-double. It's hard to check out defensive stats here because that's where Wendell Carter really shines. But again, let's see what Wendell Carter Jr. did last year. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's scroll all the way over. 12 and 6. All right, so yeah, Nikola Vucevic had better numbers. But okay, he did it. But again, having Franz in there as well, like Wendell Carter and Franz, it's incredible. Incredible. Fleece Mike in the house. It's cold as hell. It's like the 4th straight rainy day in New York, and I'm going through my feelings. Vooch is shooting better in the first preseason. Well, yeah, there you go. If you just bank on that preseason numbers. Hello, yes. Hey, Red Dad. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go under on that. I just, there's a lot of unknowns. You need Patrick Williams to ball out, right? He showed us one time. He showed us in the last game of the season, the last playoff game of the season they had. He did like 20 and 10, and then everyone was like, maybe Patrick Williams. So we'll see. I'm gonna go under though. Sorry, Bulls fans. I'm going to go under 41.5. We've got 2 teams left in this division. The Pistons at 29.5, which I think is kind of interesting. I think I'm going to go over. Bob, I'm going over. Dude, the Bojan Bogdanovic thing is so interesting to me because if they're keeping Bojan, right? If the plan was to get Bojan just to be better, to make the Pistons better, that's like a legit squad. If like Cade takes a leap, if they got rid of Jeremy Grant, so the offense is going to be a little bit better. Like it's going to move around. Who knows what you're going to get from Jaden Ivey? You got Sadiq Bey. If Sadiq Bey just turns more into a 3-point shooter, I don't know, man. I think the Pistons have like an outside shot of like messing around for the play-in tournament, like the 10 seed. But again, the other thing that you have to keep in mind with the Bojan thing is like maybe they actually use Bojan as an asset and try to flip him towards the All-Star break. Maybe they towards the trade deadline, maybe they decide, hey, listen, we don't really have a shot at making any noise. Let's try to get lucky with some ping pong balls and get another solid pick. Yeah, Grant is in Portland. That is right. That is why I said Grant was no longer with the team. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over on the Pistons of 20. Dude, they got to win 30 games, and we're going to start reading off some of these other teams, and maybe it'll make more sense why, like, I don't know. Unless they intentionally try losing, I think they're going to win more than 29.5 games. All right, the last team in there, the Indiana Pacers at 23.5. They're going to be under because there's no way Miles Turner and Buddy Hield are still on the team. This is like the first time in Pacers history that they're actively tanking. Shout out John W. in the chat. I think they're going to do everything they can to try to lose this year. So sorry, Tyrese Halliburton stands. I mean, maybe it's good for his bags. Although, does anybody have good Top Shot bags right now? But maybe it's good for Hallie's numbers and stat padding and stuff. But I think they are going to be very, very bad. I know there's a lot of you stacking guys like Isaiah Jackson or Jalen Smiths and those guys because maybe they pop and flash challenges. And the fact that we're thinking that means they're going to lose so many games because they would be 10th men on any good team. But on the Pacers, they're going to be playing 30 minutes a game. So Pacers are going to be really bad at 23.5. That was probably the easiest one where I was like, give me the under. So there we go. That's that division. What's the last one? The Southeast division. We're going to start with wow. The first one is the Miami Heat with 48.5. Dude, Stan, how do you feel? I want Stan to answer this honestly. How do you feel about 48.5? Ooh, Mac Texas won tickets to the Pistons-Pacers game last night. There you go. What do you feel about 48.5 for the Heat? I don't know what to do with this one. Because I feel like they should win more than 48 games, but I'm nervous. I'd be a little nervous because that 48 feels right. That feels like it's the right number. Veronica comes in and says over. Stan says over. Let me give you a little hero. I think I'm going to go over, which is shocking. I know you guys don't think I would do that, but I think with the Celtics coming back a little bit down to earth, I don't even think they're coming back down to earth, but just not winning 55 games with the net. I don't know. I think I'm going to go over. I think they're going to win 49 games. I think they're going to be over by a half a game. I don't feel great about that though. Like I would not bet on it. I would not bet on it. I wouldn't even touch it, but I think they're going to be over. All right, what else we got? Miami Heat, the Atlanta Hawks, 45.5. Dude, 45.5. That feels like they should win more than 45.5 games. Right? Trey, DeJounte, Capella, DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan Bogdanovic. I don't know. Doesn't that feels like that has to be higher? Doesn't that have 44.5 for that or 45.5? I don't know, man. That one's tough. That one's tough too. I don't like any of these because, right, I think if you told me the Atlanta Hawks won 55 games, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. If you told me they won 40 games, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. The East is just so hard. It's so hard. I'm going to go over at Atlanta, though. I think they're going to win like just one game over. I really do. I could see them winning 46 games. I just think they're going to be in a lot of games. They have to win, man. After making a deal like that, trading all those unprotected picks for someone like DeJounte Murray, who they're going to have to pay in a year or two, I think they are going to pull all the stops and win as many games as they can. So unlike those teams not trying to win games, I don't know what kind of take that was, but give me the over on Atlanta. There you go. These are the spicy ones. Coming in at 36.5 games.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Give me the under, bro. 36.5 games. I'm going way under, too. I think they are going to be so bad. I'm way under on the Hornets. I don't know. Maybe we'll do another preseason prediction thing before the year. Well, we'll do it in a couple weeks, actually. Oh, you said he pulled a signed PJ cardboard the other day, Devlar? I think I still... Yeah, there we go. So the first time I met Dustin was at Summer League in Vegas, RIP. Summer League, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. He got me. Let's see if it can... Hold on. Let me hide my face. See if it'll... There we go. PJ Washington right there, signed. Bang. Bang. PJ, give it to me, baby. So there we go. But yeah, the Hornets are dead. It's going to be a really bad year for them. So I apologize ahead of time, but I'm going way under on the Charlotte Hornets. I wonder if we see Gordon Hayward get moved. I don't know. I think it's going to be bad. And then last but not least in that division, no, I'm sorry, we have two more. The Wizards, the Washington Wiz Pants, 35.5. Give me the under. I'm going to go under on that one too. I think this division is going to suck. Remember, they moved off KCP. Who did they get back? They got back Will Barton, Will the Thrill, Monty Morris, Kuz City Bitch, Rui, Bradley Beal's back, Kristaps Porzingis. I just don't think they're going to be very good. I don't think they're going to be very bad, but I don't think they're going to be very good. And again, like, you got to think about all of the East teams that we've already named, right? Like, again, Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, Nets, Heat. Where are the other ones? Cavs, Hawks, like even the Bulls, the Raptors, like all of those teams are going to beat the piss out of those teams. So I'm going under on Wiz. Wiz more W's than the Hornets, yes, but both less than the number that they're going to get is where I would stand. So I'm going under on the Wizards. And then the last team, the Orlando Magic will have more wins than the Charlotte Hornets this year. How about that? How do you like them apples? More wins. So their over-under number is 26.5. I'm going to say over. Listen, I kind of like that squad. You know, who knows? I think if Markelle Fultz stays healthy, I know he's already hurt. Paolo, I'm excited about what Paolo's going to do. Dude, the thing is, man, the Magic, wait, you say, okay, Kirk, who's Kirk? The Magic played some of the best defense, some of the grimiest, grittiest games down the stretch. One of the few teams that got a little bit better this offseason. I don't know. I think the Magic are going to hang. I think they're going to win a lot of weird games. Again, the reason I'm taking over is I think the Hornets are going to super regress. And I think I think a bunch of those are good. I think like the Wizards, all of those teams. But yeah, 26.5. Give me the over on the Orlando Magic. I know I'm bullish on the Magic. I am. They played really well down the stretch. Again, this all could change if the Magic decide they want a pick. You know what I mean? If they want a good pick and then they just are like, now let's punt. Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what Jonathan Isaac's doing? Who knows? That was the Eastern Conference. So what was the spice before we move to the West? What was the spiciest take we just had? Was it that one? That the Magic have more wins? That the Magic have more wins than the Hornets? Was that the spiciest one? Everything else was probably pretty chalk. I don't know. Maybe people are doing the over on the Celtics, and I'm scared and did the under. I don't know. Bullish on the Grizzlies, but bearish on the Bulls. Good one, Fernandez. Magic should have kept Vooch. What? Bad take. Cole Anthony wearing Tim's every game. Dude, I hope Cole Anthony's not going to be on the Magic long. That's my hot take. Let's go to the West. And we'll start with, I have all this color-coded. You can't see this shit, but we'll start with the Northwest Division. The Northwest Division. And that team, all right, this is the easiest bet. This is financial advice. I'm going to play the drop just in case, just to save my ass. But I want you to know that even though I'm saying this is not financial advice, it 100% is. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? Denver Nuggets, 49.5 games. What? Over. Smash the over. They're going to get that by 6 or 7 games. They might win 60 games this year. That is an easy over. 49.5. Here are the teams that have a higher projected win total. Nets, Sixers, Warriors, Clippers, Suns, Bucks, Celtics. Nuggets are going to finish better than half of those. Way over. Nuggets best record in the league. That's where I'm sitting at Mac Attack. They are going to win. I'm not saying they're going to win a championship. I'm not even saying they're going to go to the finals. They are going to win a ton of regular season games. They're going to score 1 million points. Jokic is going to be awesome. Freaking Michael Porter Jr. if he stays healthy. Jamal Murray. Again, I've done this already with the 5, but Jamal Murray, KCP, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., Nikola Jokic. That is just a strong 5 with Bruce Brown and Bones Highland coming off the bench. And then don't you forget our Zeke Naji call a while ago. I know some of you guys don't remember that show from a month ago where I said people who are going to make a jump. Zeke Naji, baby. Write it down. But there we go. That's the easiest one. Seriously. 49.5 is stupid. That should be 54. They're going to win 1 million games. All right, there we go. That's the first one. Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm having a tough time with this one. This is at 48.5, but I'm going to do a mental health check for everyone on Twitter last night because I got a cough. can't go down this road. We can't talk about like how you need to have had sex in order to have responsibility. I just think it changes you, you know? I think it changes you. We love it. 48.5. I think the Timberwolves are going to go over. I think they're going to win a lot of regular season games. I think Rudy, Cat, Anthony Edwards is like really, that's like good. That's good. So I'm going to say over on them. I've got some unders that are coming that will help justify this a little bit better, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna say over. I don't think I trust them in the regular season. I'm not ready to say like they're gonna go on a Western Conference Finals run. But I'm out there. I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say especially if Ant makes a jump. If Ant makes a jump where he can do a little bit more playmaking, play on ball, a little bit more so that, and God, D'Lo makes me nervous. But again, D'Lo is probably a regular season champion. I'm going to stay over 48.5. I think that might be, most people are saying under here, except for Jericho. Be curious what other people think about that. I don't know. I think Minnesota is going to be a good regular season team. So 48.5, I'm saying over. Then we drop down to the Blazers, 39.5. I think the Blazers are going to win more than 40 games. I'm going to say over on the Blazers. I don't think anyone else is going to agree with that. I think Dame is going to come out just scorched earth, is going to average like 32 a game for the first 3-4 months of the season. I think they're going to win. I think Nurk is good. Again, Nurk is someone who gets hurt all the time. So if he gets hurt, that sucks. You got Nasir Little coming back, Josh Hart, Anthony Simons being a poor man or rich man CJ, depending on how you feel about it. I think they're going to win more than 39.5 games. I think everyone forgets or everyone remembers how bad they were last year. That's in the back of their head. But they were like trying to lose games. They were playing me and you out there. So I think they're going to win third. Oh yeah. Jeremy Grant. I forgot about Jeremy Grant. I'm not a big Jeremy Grant guy. But if Jeremy Grant is not the focal point of an offense and is more of like a 3-and-D slasher, which I think he's like, he was great in that role in Denver. And then he went to Detroit and he's like, get out the way, give me the rock. And I don't know if that is the best use case of Jeremy Grant. So yeah, again, what's that 5? That 5 is Nurk at the 5, Hart at the 4. They already announced Hart starting. Hart at the 4, Grant at the 3, Simons at the 2, Dame at the 1. I don't know. I think that's over 40 games. Nasir Little, who was like looking good until he got hurt. He's coming off the bench. I kind of like it. I kind of like the over there for 40.5. So, 39.5. I got them winning 40 games. 41. I'm going to say 41. The Jazz, 24.5. Under. They're going to lose 1 million games. The Jazz are going to lose 1 million games. They have too many good guys on their team right now, but none of them know how to pass, right? You got Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, just like dribbling around like little psychos. You got Kelly Olynyk's there. Mike Conley's still there. He's not going to be there long, right? Even if he is there, they're just going to send him home. The Jazz and the Spurs, who we'll get to in a little bit, really have like bullseyes on the 1-2 picks. They're going to go out of their way to lose as many games as they possibly can. I'm going to say under. I don't even like, maybe they win 15, man. Who knows? It's going to be bad. And then the last team in that division is the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are at, oh yeah, there we go. Peyton right there. I forgot about Peyton on the Blazers, Blaze City. The Thunder at 23.5. I actually had a tough time with this one because I think they have some good, like SGA, Giddey, Dort. I don't know. Those are like good players. But I also think OKC is going to, especially if they start off slow, which they will, because they don't have Chet Holmgren this year. I think they're like, hey, we need one more crack at this, one more crack at a top pick. So I don't want to say under because I feel like they have enough talent to win more than 23 games, but I don't think they will. So I'm going to say under on the Thunder as well. So to recap the West there, we've got, the first division of the West. I've got the Nuggets over 49.5, easy. The Wolves over 48.5, the Blazers over 39.5, and then went under on both the Jazz and the Thunder. OKC best player is SGA. SGA is making the All-Star team this year unless they like trade him or tell him to go elsewhere because they don't want him to help them win games. But SGA is their best player. And Giddey's great. I really like Josh Giddey, and I bet he's going to be a little bit better this year, especially if Giddey can like develop a consistent jump shot. I think that really raises his ceiling. So I don't know. I want OKC to be good, man. I really do. I would love for OKC to be a good basketball team, but they're not there yet. Especially that Chet Holmgren injury absolutely sucks the life out of everything. All right, here we go. Let's go over to the Pacific. The highest win total of the Pacific Division. The Phoenix, not as good as Adelaide, 36s. Suns, 52.5. 52.5. The second highest total. When Celtics was the highest total, 53.5. And then Bucks, Suns, and Clippers all at 52.5. I am saying under on 52.5. The Suns have what we call bad vintage vibes. It is not great, Bob. Everybody seems like they hate everybody. Devin Booker's tweeting out weird shit or putting stuff on Instagram. Chris Paul is my age. DeAndre Ayton is like got Kyler Murray energy right now where like he's good, but he's cranky. Monty Williams didn't talk to his team the whole lot. Like, I just don't see it, man. I still think they're going to be good. I'm not going out here being like Suns are going to be super bad. Although I do think I said they're going to be in the play-in game. So maybe I do think they're going to be bad. But again, like if we're saying under 52 and like, yeah, people saying they're going to get 48. We've already said the Nuggets are ahead of them and the Wolves are ahead of them. So it's something to pay attention to because I think we all just assume like, oh yeah, Phoenix will be top 4. As we start getting into this, I think we're gonna be like, I don't know, maybe they're not top 4. So anyways, that's where I land with the Suns. Also, the Suns just like aren't as deep as they once were. I do like Monty as a coach. But 50, you think they're gonna win 53 games? That's a lot of games, man. You think they're gonna win 60? Oh, God. No way. No way. I don't think they can. The West is too good, man. We're going to go over that. Like, they're not going to win more games than the Nuggets. I honestly don't know. I don't even think they're going to win more games than the Wolves. How about that for a take? All right, next up, we've got the Clippers at 52.5. 52.5. Under. And here's why. I still think the Clippers, we will fill our bench with the Jay trade. What do you think you're getting for Jay Crowder? You think Jay Crowder's got a lot of trade? You're going to get me for Jay Crowder. You trade Jay Crowder and you get Mike Zakarian back. You guys ruined his trade value too by being like, hey, yeah, it's not you, it's me. It's not me, it's you, whatever it is. They both are weird about it. No way. I don't know. I'm going under, and here's on the Clippers at 52.5, and here's why. I think they're just gonna be like, hey, we're trying to win a championship. We're not trying to win 60 regular season games. They are gonna go out there and they're gonna do just enough to be a top 4 seed. They're gonna get home court. But I don't think they're going to win more than that. And I think like they'll rest Kawhi. They're not going to overdo Kawhi. They're not going to overdo Paul George. They're going to make sure they're ready to go when it's playoff time. And that's why I think they're arguably one of the toughest outs in the playoffs. It's like Clippers and Warriors are a coin flip for me right now in the playoffs, but I just assume they are going to rest their guys. And so, yeah, and like John Wall too. So again, I think Clippers are going to be dope this year. But I think 53 is a lot considering Kawhi hasn't played since like 2012 and Paul George gets hurt all the time. I think they'll be like pretty easy. And they have such a deep team, right? We've done this. They've basically got 2 starting 5s right now. They're going to be doing like hockey line changes. They've got the oldest 5 in the world, by the way. They've got like Paul George, Kawhi, Batum, Reggie Jackson, and Marcus Morris. Is Marcus Morris already starting? And then on the bench, you've got Rocco, you've got Norman Powell, you have John Wall, you have Terrence Manhands. I'm probably forgetting somebody too. They've got a really deep squad. And I think because of that, it's going to be easier to rest those guys. I don't know. I just think 52.5. Oh yeah, Zubats. I can't believe I forgot Zubats. Zubats. But yeah, anyway, so I think I think they'll be really good, but they're not going to win 53 games. That's just me, though. That's just me. I totally understand getting the over. Warriors 51.5. Give me the over for 51.5. That feels like it's going to be higher, dude. That feels like it's going to be higher, right? You got Chef Curry, Clay, Dre, Wiggins, and then like Looney, right? And then even if they're like, hey, we don't want to put too many miles on them, you immediately insert guys like Kuminga, like Moody, like Dante DiVincenzo, like James Wiseman. This to me is the set. Oh yeah, Jordan Poole. I forgot about Jordan Poole. That's a deep squad too, and it's a young squad. 51.5 is almost as disrespectful as the 49.5 that the Nuggets got. Those are like my 2 favorite bets are Warriors and Nuggets. Like if I was going to make a bet, those would be my two favorite ones. Because they're just going to win a million games. They're going to win a million games. Tell ESPN who thinks they'll be an 8th seed. They said the Warriors are going to be an 8th seed. Yeah, that's stupid. That's a dumb take. But yeah, I think I don't even think there's a lot of conversation. Like the Warriors are going to win a bunch of games. And then the next one though, this is the spicy. Regularly said Moody could make a big leap, and Kung City says thoughts on Kuminga. I think both of those guys and Wiseman as well. It's like a double-edged sword, right? Because they play pretty kinetic offense and like there's a high bar for like getting on the court. I think it's like tough for them to be ready to go, right? So that's like one side. The other side of it, because they have guys like Curry, Clay, Dre, Wiggins, like I think there's way less pressure on them to do stuff like that, to be great. And so I think it's easy for them to just like slide in and make a step. I think Kuminga is going to be really good. And I love, man, Moody was like good in the playoffs. So they're going to be good. They're going to be really good. Yeah. Warriors second team will be more interesting than the starters. I know. They're going to be fun, man. Even if Clay is peaked, good for 55 wins. Dude, we get healthy Clay. Oh, I'm excited about that. All right. Next up, which is pretty spicy. The Lakers 45.5. I'm just for the culture. I'm saying under 45.5. And here's why, man. 45.5, right? And let's just we're not even done with the West. I'm just going to rattle off the teams that have higher win totals than the Lakers. All right. Celtics, Bucks, Suns, Clippers, Warriors, 76ers, Nets, Nuggets, Grizzlies. We're not there yet. Mavs are not there yet. That's 10. Heat, Wolves, Cavs, Hawks. 14 teams with a higher team. 40. That's so many wins, man. That's so many wins. And they have to run pure, right? Because they have to either have Russ wake up and do some stuff that's good for the team. Not trying to Russ slander. I just mean like to fit with the Lakers, right? Or Russ needs to get traded for people that are good. Which would be like, again, if Buddy Hield and Miles Turner come out there and then all of a sudden you're running out LeBron, Buddy, Miles Davis. Miles Davis is funny. And then whoever the other guy is, I don't know, Lonnie Walker, whatever the squad is, right? Sure. I'm going under though. I'm going under on the Lakers. Somebody has to go. Like, there's no way. And I'm not even if AD and LeBron are healthy, think about this. Even if AD and LeBron are healthy, that's not a better team than the Warriors. That's not a better team than the Clippers. It's not a better team than the Nuggets. I don't even think it's a better team than the Minnesota Timberwolves. They just don't have enough guys. Pat Bev. Excuse me, Pat Bev. I don't see it. And I'm with you, Joke Rock. Southwest is the scariest division. So I'm going under on the Lakers. We've got one team left. Shout out Chewy, Sacramento Kings. 33.5 over. Give me the Kings. Bullish on the Kings. You want to know why? Because the Kings are going to finish with a better record than the Lakers. There's your talking point. There's your clip right there. On the East, it was that the Magic were going to have a better record than the Hornets. Over here, Kings are going to have a better record than the Lakers. How about that? How do you like them apples? I'm going over on the Kangs. Sabone Bone, Fox. I think it's going to be fun. Harrison Barnes. Also, Harrison Barnes shooting some Top Shot content with Ross. Top Shot to the moon, baby. Yeah, I'm going Kangs. Kangs over. Please explain. I just think I don't know. It's a bad take looking for food. I think Fox, you're losing mad money on your parlay. I know. Well, I'm not betting on any of these except for the Nuggets and Warriors. I don't know. Fox, Bone. I like Keegan Murray, right? How he's fitting anyways with this squad. I know Fox is ass, you're saying. Fox was a lot better down the stretch. I don't know, guys. I'm going with it. Let's do it. I don't have to explain myself. Kangs to the moon. Kings finished with a higher record than a better record with the Lakers. Take it to the bank. Suck on that, Dustin. We're not talking about Rashawn Holmes is like buried down there. All right, here we go. D Rose is here. Shout out Daniel. All right, what else we got? So we're moving on. Do we have one conference left, right? We have one conference left. It's the Southwest. This one's really tough. This one was really tough. So Memphis Grizzlies 48.5. 48.5. Also, Dallas Mavericks 48.5. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do with either of these. I think if Jaren Jackson was healthy, I would say over 48.5 for them. I'm going to say over. But I think it would be a lot easier to do it if Jaren Jackson Jr. was healthy. Yeah, I think like you're relying now on Steven Adams, Xavier Tillman, Santi Aldama, who now is like the best player of all time. I'm going to go over. On the Grizzlies, but I don't know. Here we go. I'm gonna give you a fun parlay that I don't know if this is allowed. All right. So like I said, the Mavericks are 48.5. If you think the Mavericks are going to win more than 48.5 games, you need to bet everything you have that Luka is going to win MVP. Because if you look at that roster, it's not deep, okay? Luka, Tim Hardaway Jr., Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith, JaVale McGee, Christian Wood coming off the bench. Then what? Right? So I think if instead of betting on them to win 48.5 games, just bet Luka, or if you can parlay it, do it. Because if they win more than 48.5 games, if they somehow are a 4 seed or better, Luka is the MVP. Because with that, you look at the other squads we listed, right? A 4 seed or better. We've already talked about the Clippers, the Suns, the Warriors, the Nuggets, the Grizzlies, like legit good teams. The Timberwolves, if they're going to win more than 48.5 games, my man Luka is definitely like he's winning MVP.
Luka Magic.
And the best part is, if you wait 2 more weeks, you can get a Luka Top Shot debut for $5. There you go. They're going to have to revert to some Maxi Kleber. All right, that's where I'm at with the Mavericks. So I'm going over on the Grizz, under on the Mavs. Next up is the Pels, 44.5. Bullish. Give me the over. You want a fun bet? Pelicans to finish first in the Southwest Division. How about that? If you're a little bit nervous on the Grizzlies with Jaren Jackson Jr. being out for a little while, maybe they regress a little bit because they didn't really plug the Kyle Anderson hole. Maybe you're like the Mavericks. I don't know why they're considered that good. The Pelicans, only a 4-game difference between the Pelicans and the other two that we've already listed, right? 44.5. Maybe they win their division. I kind of like that. I don't know what the odds are for that, but give me that bet, right? We've got CJ, Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Jonas Valanciunas. I don't know. I like it, man. All right. D-Rose telling us unable to parlay Luka MVP and Mavs over. Damn. But yeah, I'm going over. I'm going over on the Pels. I kind of like that bet of them winning the division. That Kyle Anderson hole. Dude, I mean, Fernandez, you were so gross. Grand Theft Alvarado, absolutely. You get I actually don't like Devontae Graham, but Devontae Graham coming off the bench. If he's like your 4th or 5th guard, sure, fine. They also have that rookie that I'm blanking on. There should be a website to see if all of these over-under combos are possible. Yeah, I don't know the over-under parlay situation. You're probably better off just straight betting it if you are. All right, and then okay, I'm going to do the Spurs first before we talk about the Rockets. So the Spurs, we've got 2 teams left. The Spurs, 22.5. So, guys, I know the Spurs are going to be really bad. I know they're trying to lose games. I know they don't have anybody good on their team. But is Greg Popovich really going to lose? Is Greg Popovich really not going to win more than 22 games? Right? I don't know, 22.5. You're saying Greg Popovich, one of the best coaches of all time. I'm going to say under. I want to say over. I'm going to say under. Because I think they really are going to do everything they can to get a top 2 pick. But Greg Popovich, man, he just wins games. Devontae Graham is broke Terry Rozier. Man, that's awesome, Weisberg. That is great. Tweet that out. That's good. Spurs more win on the Lakers. That's funny. I like that. Ah, man. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to say under just because I'm not even betting on this. Fuck it. I'm saying over on the Spurs. I'm not betting. This is for content. Over. And then last but not least, the Rockets 23.5. Rockets are fascinating, man. Jabari Smith, Alfred Shingane, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., Eric Gordon's still there somehow. What's the other dude's name? What's the other dude's Jayshawn Derulo Tate, Tari Eason. I don't know. 23.5. I feel like they could win more than 23.5 in that game. Either that or they're going to lose a lot of close, high-scoring games. They're going to be my favorite team to watch, I think. Them and the Pistons, I'm really excited to check out this year. But I think I'm going to go over on 23.5 too. Even though that's probably bad. I'm going to go over on that. Guys, we did it in 1 hour. In 1 hour, we went through every single game. Can you believe it? We'll be back at noon. I think we're going to call it there. Actually, yeah, they need more Porter says regulator. Let's get a freaking drop, huh? Let's get a Porter drop.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers, throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
Also, just a reminder, I know I tweeted something out about it. We talked about it yesterday. We're almost there, baby. And next Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, we get the tip-off show. Also, just got a DM today. I booked another guest from another outlet that I haven't mentioned yet, and it rhymes with Dinger. So getting excited about we are cooking. I hopefully will have a bigger announcement of like a run of show, a schedule. LG is going to be coming on. We're going to be doing some giveaways that day. I should be able to announce a couple of things by Friday, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. We're really, really excited about what that's going to look like. And honestly, I busted my ass for it, and I'm excited for it to be a good show. So let's go. Excited for that. Back at noon with some foosball. Hopefully we'll have playbook announced for the next day. I think that's going to be great. We also have, again, I'm going to be jumping on with the Judge this afternoon at 3:00 to do the sim show. Not the sim show. We're just going to be, the Nuggets are playing in the NBA 2K game of the Super Draft contest. It's the last time they're doing the simulated one, so make sure you sign up if you want it. I think there's a shot at a Zion and a LeBron run it back maybe. So that's going to be fun. And then we'll be back tonight with Shot Tank. Gonna be good. Yes, we did book somebody from Finger. Yes, we did. Welcome, Finger. All right, thanks everyone for being here today. Appreciate you guys talking some hoops. It was a lot of fun. Don't go crazy on Twitter. Just be cool, be chill, and we'll see you this afternoon.
Well, the top shot streets are